How to use Krea AI Real-Time Video. Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of the most innovative tools with AI image video editing, that is real-time video editing. So if you're someone that is interested in creating videos using AI and editing them with consistent frames per second, then Krea AI has launched its latest real-time video editor. So to access this, simply head on over into Krea.ai. Once you head on over into Krea.ai, you're just going to go into real-time video. Now, for this, you do need an account. I have already signed up, but I will be discussing pricing at the end of this video, and you are not able to do real-time video editing with a free account, so you do have to upgrade to one of their premium plans. However, they're pretty affordable, and we will be discussing pricing at the end, so make sure to watch till the end. So from here, just click on real-time video. Once you do that, these are some of the previous edits that I have been doing. So I'm just going to remove these from here, and I'm just going to delete all of this like so and begin with a brand new session. Now you guys can see on the bottom, I also have some examples that I can get started with. I'm just going to be removing all of this, and on these two sides, you guys can see on the right side, you're going to see the video that is being created. Below that, in the center, you have your AI strength. Then you have to describe an image and generate your clicks and generate the image or the clip. And then you also have different presets, and you can refresh your video and capture your video. On the bottom right, you also have real-time video, which you're going to access. And then you have examples that you can click on. So you can actually play around with some of the examples before you get started with doing some of your own real-time video editing. So I'm just going to go on ahead, go into short post roll, and I can add a woman walking in a city, and then I'm just going to click on refresh video, and then on the right side you will see within a couple of seconds my video will be refreshed, and you can zoom in, zoom out. You guys can see on the bottom left you have your composition, and then you have your screen, and then you can fit both of these frames into your screen. So right now I'm just going to refresh my page, and then we're just going to get started. A woman walking in a city, and you guys can see this is one of their example images, so we can even use our camera to create the images that we want. So if you want, you can see that this is based upon the camera, and I can refresh my video from here, and then it will create my video. However, I'm going to be using a brand new session, so I want to move this out a little, and I want a woman walking in a city, and then I'm just going to refresh my video. And this is a bit too much of a zoomed in view, so instead, yeah, you guys can see it's morphing. Zoom out to show entire person, and then I'm just going to resize this, and this is basically serving as our basic element to the person's face, and you can connect different elements into different elements of your video. So if you refresh your video, it's going to improve the quality. Now from here, I can build the connected elements. So if you want, you guys can see if I move around these elements here, which are connected to this element or this video, it will move accordingly. So now if I move it over here, it will be moved here. But if I want, I can go into shapes. I can go into and build a circular shape. Then I'm just going to be painting this into a pink color, and then I'm going to refresh my video, and it's going to be altered accordingly. So on and so forth. You can proceed with real-time video editing. Now right now, real-time video editing is a bit experimental when it comes to just a brand new image that you're creating, but you guys can see that with some of its presets, you will see that you have quite a lot of innovation available. You guys can see just as I drew this little circular dot, it created another one of those frogs. This is based upon the information that it has in the prompt, and if I erase it, it's going to erase it. Now if I go into the select and move feature, and I select all these elements of the frog together, and the frog is going to jump like this, And you guys can see the frog is moving as I am moving this little element. Then if I refresh the video, it will improve the quality a bit as well. So now if I jump it and make it hop back, it's going to show it hop like this, just like so. Now, obviously you guys are seeing a recording of my, of my screen. So this is going to show you a little bit more lag than there actually is. Now, what happens if you move interconnected items one by one? So instead of moving the entire frog, what if I do something like move one element? Well, it basically creates another one of those things based upon the perception that it has. You guys can see it's not just going to remove the eye. Instead, it's going to try to create something in a context that is appropriate. So it's just going to try to do that instead. Now, if you turn the AI strength up, and this is going to give more detail to your video based upon the prompt that is given. And then if I make it hop like this, it is going to make a super realistic and a super vivid image as well. Now, you guys can see you also have the ability to capture, and you can even use some of, their other presets. But if I want to get started from scratch, I can just proceed with my prompt. So zoomed, or a cat sitting on a bed, and then I'm going to turn on the AI strength. I'm going to refresh my video, and you guys can see on the right, because my elements are from the previous preset, I can just delete them like so. So I can just delete this section here from the previous preset and start building its own linked images. So I'm just going to delete these elements, and you guys can see if you leave it be, it's going to interfere with the newly created content that you have. And I'm just going to add this over here like so. Then from here, I'm just going to remove. And if I want, I can even use some of my own images. So if you want, you can click on upload image. Once you click on upload image, you can add some movement into pre-existing images. So if I open up my image over here, you guys can see I'm just going to add this, a woman applying makeup, and I'm going to leave the AI strength and turn this up. This is my new image that I've added. And I'm going to refresh my video so my cat video is moved, and then I can move this image accordingly in the way that I want to add the movement, just like so. In this particular way, you can get started with real-time video editing and real-time video movement in Krea AI. Now, if you want to get started with Krea, then all you need is $10, even if you're opting to pay monthly, and yearly subscriptions start for as low as $6. Currently, they have a 36% discount, so you can get the Pro for $22 and Max for $38. But if you're opting for monthly, you can get the Pro for $35 and the Max for $60. With the basic plan, you have commercial licensing, 6 training jobs, 180 enhanced images, 3,600 real-time images, 1,010 Flux images. So you have a lot of value provided within this simple tool. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you guys did find this video helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next.